Hey guys, I'm doing a quick video on Pythagorean theorem, and this is going to cover Pythagorean problems on deltamath.com. Pythagorean theorem, Pythagoras was a really interesting guy, and I totally encourage you guys to look him up, by the way. But the theorem that his name is credited with says if you have a right triangle, so I want you to notice it only works with right triangles, then if you add up the square of the two sides of the two legs, then they're equal to the hypotenuse. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. C is what we denote as the hypotenuse. So this side is always c. A and b are interchangeable. So it could be b squared plus a squared. I want you to notice when you do these problems what you're trying to solve for, because sometimes they'll give you the c side, but they'll be missing the b side and you have to solve for b, in which case you have to do some algebra. Okay, so let's start with some problems. So it says find the length of the third side to the nearest tenth, and this is our c side. So we have 3 squared plus 3 squared equals c squared. Okay, so think PEMDAS. Just go in order of PEMDAS. 3 squared is 9 plus 9 equals c squared. It's not equal to c. This is not 9 plus 9. This is this side squared is equal to 9 plus 9. So 18 equals c squared. Okay, now we're ready to take away the square. So what takes away a square? Square root. Okay, so this cancels, and I'm left with c equals square root of 18. Now, it says to the nearest tenth, so in this case you want the decimal. The square root of 18 is equal to 4.24. So this answer would be 4.24. If it asks for this root simplified, you might have to do that sometimes. Just remember back to perfect squares. So you have the square root of 18, and you have to break this down into two, one of which is a perfect square. So your perfect squares are 4, 9, 16, 25, those. So this is going to be 9 and 2. The square root of 9 is the same as 3. So 4.24 is equal to 3 root 2. Same thing, okay? All right, number 2. Find this third side in a simple radical form. Okay, so this time it wants it in simple radical form. Now, common mistake is to say 77 squared plus 85 squared equals c squared. But that's not right, because the c side is 85. You can't mix that up. So 77 squared plus b squared equals 85 squared. All right, this one is not right. Okay, 77 squared is 5929. Squared 7225 minus both sides. $1296. So b squared is equal to 1296 square root. Okay, so b is equal to, let's just see what happens. So square root 1296. I feel like it's not going to be a perfect square. Oh, it is, 36. There you go. So in this case, it's just 36. if it wasn't a perfect square, I would have to simplify it the same way I did up here, and I would try a large perfect square. I might try 36, I might try 49, I might try 16, you know, one of those numbers. Okay, so I think we have a couple more. Oh, here's a good one. Find the third side in simplest form. I have A and B side. I need to find C side. This time it has a radical. So it's 12 squared plus 39 square root 39 squared equals C squared. Okay, so 12 squared is 144. 39 square root 39 squared is just 39. Remember that these just go away. So even though this looks complicated, it's actually pretty easy. Equals C squared. So 144 plus 39, 183. And right here, square root 183, I'm gonna guess is I'm gonna guess that it's cannot be simplified. I might take 183 and divide it by 49 just to try. Yeah. 64. Yeah. So 181. 183 divided by 81. Yep, I quit. So, all right. Square root of 183. Sometimes they can't be simplified. Last one is a word problem. You start driving north for 24 miles, turn right and drive east for another 10 miles. At the end of driving, what is the straight line distance from the starting point? Okay. It's Pythagorean theorem. They're always right triangles. So you drive north, then you drive east, and it says find this line. So draw a picture. Can't stress that enough. It's Pythagorean theorem, so it's going to be a right triangle. So 24, 10, solving for the straight line, 24 squared plus 10 squared equals C squared. That's 100. Oh. 576. So 676 equals C squared. So square root both sides. So I'm just going to try it. 26. How about that? 26. All right, that's it. Hope you guys are doing well.